Hello and welcome to the third part of third Terra It series, and it's been requested that I make an island, a set of islands. So I've got my map and I set the background to this island. So as per usual, we're just going to start off doing a base. I'm going to use dune sand. And I'm recording with fraps now, so hopefully it should be much better quality. Okay, now we're just going to go to one edge and we're going to lower the land until we see the contour line, and we can select the flatten in increments tool. And making a set of islands is really quite easy. Just use the flatten tool and flatten the terrain. I'm going to start off going around the edges. So it looks much better if the islands are like just in the middle of the ocean. I'm going to change the speed to 9, just so it goes a bit quicker. Let's make sure you are flattening with the in increments tool, because that would mean the ground would be flat and suitable to build on. Really, you won't have floating scenery or anything like that, so it'll be much easier, especially with sets of islands, because you normally find yourself building in the ocean, so it's good to make sure that the ocean is suitable for building. And for that reason I'm just going down by 1 increment as opposed to any deeper. So it's easy. So it's flattened, because it does look very square actually. So now I'm just going to try and up and just divide it up into nice island shapes. So increase the size of the brush, that would. There'd be less space between the individual islands. Bay area here. So there we have. There's the island. This can be random because it looks better random shapes. I'm just going to use a smaller brush and just neaten up the sides. You can quite easily put rivers and lakes and mountains and all of that in there, but I'm just going to keep it simple. Set of islands normally always looks good, but just a set of islands really. You don't really need to do too much in the way of other bits of terraforming. You can just keep them flat. They look good. Water. so, and that's pretty much it. In terms of the shape, at least. I am actually going to select the Terrain Avenger and just going to try and smooth the edges out. So it's much more gradual. You can see that a lot flatter, it's a much more gradual curve, so it's much more realistic. I think this bit over here can do with being a bit bigger. Like so. And just for the islands itself, instead of them being just grass, instead of being just sand, actually I'm just going to put some grass. Use flowered grass just to make it look more lush. Make sure I keep a gap between the grass and the sea, so there is some beach there. Just using this, just a brush, you know, with the smaller size. You get more control. Also, just leaving patches of sand, like so, makes it look a little bit more realistic. It's more of a transaction between the two textures. This big island here, I am actually going to start off with a big brush. So it's take me forever with it. Some more one. Just going to neaten it up. Another big island as well, so yeah, we don't really need to stick to the tropical theme for a set of island. You can do something a bit more generic, you can do something spooky. You can use a similar method as to make things like swamps and that. There is already a swamp map on there, so change the textures. You might want to use the rough grass and maybe even tarmac to make the water look really dark and murky. That's looking. For these big islands, I am going to mix my other grass in there, because otherwise what you see, because otherwise the flowers will be a bit overpowering. And this island here as well. There we are, that is really all there is to it. You may have noticed in some areas, like here, you've got this section here where the tiles haven't quite met. So I'm going to use this tool here, just to hide them. other areas. There. Here we are. Just gonna take a screenshot of that now. As you can see, when you lay down, you can still see the sand over here. So making the edges deeper would help hide that. And if you were to move the background mountains from in the graphics, it would make it look more like a set of islands in the middle of the big ocean. But keep it how it is.